Hi folks, thanks for joining me today. We got an awesome recipe today. It's in the mason jar. It's meal prep, and it's a chicken, pasta, spinach, red onions in a mason jar with a wonderful dressing. I'm gonna have the ingredients, the recipe, and the instructions in all the comments. Hope you give this a try. I love this recipe. It was a very big hit at work this week. And it's very healthy, easy to cook, perfect for meal prepping. Thanks for watching, and let's get cooking and let's go. All right, folks, let's take a look at our ingredients for our high protein chicken pasta salad in a jar. We're going to be making meal prepping for 4 jars. First, we're going to start with olive oil. Here's our olive oil. Then we're going to do a quarter cup of red vinegar wine right there. Then we're going to do the 4 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Then we're going to do salt and pepper to taste. I got some of that stashed away, and I'm probably do a little bit of honey as well for the slightly sweet balance that we're looking for. Then we're going to do the vegetables, and this is going to be the second layer of the mason jar. We're going to do the sliced cucumber. We're going to do 1.5 cups of finely chopped red onions. Then we're going to do the bell pepper. I did the red bell pepper because it's a little bit sweeter, kind of goes with the honey. Then the third layer is going to be the chicken. Here we go with the chicken. We're looking to do a total of 3 to 3.5 cups of cooked chicken, divided evenly, about 3/4 to a cup per jar. We're going to season it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, maybe some Italian herbs. And then the layer 4 is going to be the pasta. I decided to go with the rotini pasta, and here we go. And I did made from chickpeas instead of regular pasta. And our last layer is, we might have another one. We're gonna do feta cheese on the top. Optional, but I'm gonna do feta cheese, some sunflower seeds, roasted and salted, and then the last part is gonna top it off is a leafy greens, or baby spinach greens. All right, folks, let's get going. Let's go. All right, let's get our pasta going. I got the water kind of boiling. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get the pasta in there. I did put a little bit of salt in there. I'm gonna get a little bit more salt. And you want to do that for about 8 minutes. So I'm gonna put that on a timer, kitchen timer, 8 minutes. And then now we got the chicken. I got that preheated with some oil in there. Listen to that. All right. I'm just gonna get that turned around in there. And we just want to go ahead and get that fully cooked. We don't want to have any uncooked chicken. And I'm gonna turn it over every now and then. So I'm using a little bit different seasoning. I'm using a total seasoning from Landry's. Lawers. See? There you go. Not open. Holy cow. I'll put that in a little bit later. I'm gonna do a little bit of salt. And then I'll get this kind of turned around, and I'll get this going here for about 8 minutes. And this is my Banza rotini from chicken peas. All right, let's go. All right, folks, let's assemble our dishes. The high protein chicken pasta salad in a jar. Got my 4 mason jars right here. And first we're gonna do the first layer, which is the dressing that we made. And it's the 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, the red vinegar, the Dijon mustard, salt and pepper to taste, and I did put a little bit of honey to get it some sweetness. If you're interested in seeing about the different types of olive oils, I do have a short video on that, the shorts video that talks about the different types of olive oil, the extra virgin, virgin, standard, and stuff like that. So it's interesting, little, less than a minute long. So I'm just going to use it quickly, divvy it up, try to make it equal as possible. You want to put this on the base, and then once you get it all assembled, you don't want to shake it up until it's time to eat. Now we're going to add the second layer, which goes above the dressing. We're going to start with 2 cups of diced cucumbers, about ½ a cup each. Here we go in this nice thing. Nice cucumbers right there. I'll do a little bit each, a little bit each, a little bit each, a little bit each. Go again, another round, a little bit each, a little bit each, a little bit each. And these dishes can stay about 4 days in a refrigerator. So it's a good way to meal plan, get your vegetables in. This one's gonna get the proteins in, and to plan ahead and eat healthier. And ultimately it saves you money, because if you try to get daily lunches at the fast food restaurants, you can be spending a lot more than what we're paying for this healthy food here. Let's do about 1.5 cups of finely chopped red onions. It's going to be about ½ a cup each jar. Here we go. Look at that beautiful red onion. I actually have a video. No, I don't have a video. I want to do a video on the differences on the different onion types and when you want to use them. The red, yellow, white, green, when you want to use the different onions. So that's in my mind. I want to put it on video at some point. All right. Now always make certain your hands are nice and clean when you're doing this. You don't want any germs in there. And for this last layer, for layer 2, is the chopped bell pepper. I used a red. I do have a video that talks about the different colors of bell peppers, and you know, green being more earthy, red being the most sweet, yellow being in the middle there. You think about an apple. Usually the green ones are more tart. The green pepper is a little bit more earthy feeling, tasting. And then you have the, you know, as you get more sweeter, because they're more ripe on the vine, are the reds and the yellows. And the red being the most sweet and has a more higher concentration of vitamin C. So I found that pretty interesting. All right, layer 3 is our protein. I didn't quite measure it out. I did eat a little bit beforehand. Here's our chicken, but we should be good. I'm gonna sprinkle up evenly with each one. This chicken has really great taste to it. I really like that chicken. All right, layer 4 is going to be our pasta. I did the chickpea rotini pasta, and I might have had that before the chickpea, but I don't know if I had. But it's very tasty. I enjoyed it. But we're going to put it in here. Oh, I didn't show it to you. Here you go. Look at that. Cooked nicely. You do want to stir it when it's cooking. Don't let it sit there. It's going to clump up. So you do want to stir it several times. And it's about, I did mine for about 8 minutes. So you want to look at your instructions on your pasta. Each one's a little bit different. That one had a little bit more, that's okay. Get some here. And this is going to be such a, hopefully it works out. I'm hoping it's going to be a nice thing when it's time to eat lunch at work. I just toss it around, pour it out on the plate, and be good to go. So this is my first meal in a mason jar that I've ever done. I had to order the mason jars from Amazon. They just arrived yesterday. So, and I washed them. All right, now we're gonna go to layer 4, which is an optional layer. So I'm definitely gonna be putting some stuff in here. I'm gonna do about half a cup, about two tablespoons each of the pasta. Oops, some chicken fell. And each of the jars here. Here's our feta cheese. I'm a big fan of the feta cheese for some reason. I never really had it much, but now I've had it and I really like it. I'm just doing the guesstimating, but we have a little bit of room in a jar. Alright, now we're going to do the optional, but I'm doing it, the sunflower seeds. I got those roasted. This is great value. It is a great value. I get it at Walmart. And I save a lot of money. I actually go to the Walmart early in the morning so it's not crowded. And I save a significant amount of money going there, which I like. When you go there early, it's not crowded. You can have it to yourself. A little bit in each one. And once you go for a while, you start learning where everything's located, and it becomes kind of much more efficient that way. So price saving and efficient. Plus I like the self-checkouts as well. Alright. Now I'm going to top it off with the baby spinach leaves. They're tripled watch. These were actually from Publix. The Greenwise baby spinach. There we go. Put some in each jar. Each jar, here we go. I want this to work out nicely because I want to be able to do more meals in a jar. Regardless if it works out nicely or not, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to get better and better. Alright, here we go. You can see the jars, you see the layers, see things keeping the sauce or the dressing on the bottom so it doesn't mix with these other things. And let's see, I appreciate your watching. I might put a photograph of the salad on the plate, and then but I do appreciate you watching. As I mentioned before, the recipe, the ingredients, and the instructions will be on the comments. If you got any value from this, or you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. If not, I understand, and I appreciate you being here. All right, until next time, let's get cooking and let's go.